More than 2,600 years have passed. Yet the ancient bricks of this sacred ground still echo with history. Savatthi, where the Buddha stayed for 25 years, the longest of his 45 years of preaching. During the Buddha's time, this place was the flourishing capital of the ancient Kosala kingdom, which was one of the reasons why the Buddha chose JETAVANA monastery as his longest residence for 24.5 years to enter the world and spread the truth of Buddhism. Time has passed, but in the holy relics there still exist countless stories about the Buddha. Both real and legendary tales about the life of Buddha Sakyamuni. Savatthi, located near the Rapti River in northwestern Uttar Pradesh and approximately 170 kilometers from the present-day capital of Lucknow, was one of the 6 great cities of ancient India during the Buddha's lifetime. Renowned as a religious and cultural epicenter, it attracted many domestic and foreign tourists. During this period, the Buddha's teachings were warmly received by kings and wealthy merchants alike. Amidst a dense mosaic of spiritual traditions, Buddhism emerged as a transformative path, its luminous ascent inseparable from the compassionate presence of the THÄNG. It is as if, in the still air, one can still hear the voice of Venerable Ananda reciting the opening of the Mahamangala Sutta. Thus have I heard, at one time. The Blessed One was staying near Savatthi, in Anathapindika's monastery in Prince Yetta's grove. Who were Anathapindika and Prince Yetta? Anathapindika, known also as Sudatta, was a wealthy merchant of Kosala. Famed for his generosity, his compassion toward people experiencing poverty earned him the epithet, giver of alms to the helpless. In his desire to provide a residence for the Buddha, he purchased Prince Yetta's park by laying down 1.8 million gold coins across its grounds. Touched by the act, Prince Yetta donated the trees. The site became known as JETAVANA Anathapindika's Grove. Anathapindika remains one of the Buddha's most revered benefactors. When the Chinese pilgrim Xuanzang visited in 627 CE, JETAVANA had fallen into disrepair, but its spiritual legacy endured. All things are impermanent. Only the miraculous stories of people with bodhisattva minds like the wealthy man Kapko Dog, whose names are recorded in Buddhist scriptures, are not erased by time.
This is the entrance to the Buddha's fragrant chamber at JETAVANA Monastery, located in Savatthi, the capital of the Kosala kingdom. Whenever Theravada Buddhist communities from Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia visit this place, they bring gold foil from their countries to gild the stupa. The stupa's ever golden hue reflects their devout belief that offering gold leaf expresses the highest reverence toward the Buddha.
Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật.
Here, the Buddha resided for 24 years and 9 months, from the 21st to the 45th reigns retreat of his ministry. Anathapindika's choice of this site reflected his wish that the Buddha's compassion and wisdom would radiate from this sanctuary throughout JETAVANA. Echoing the great auspicious sutra, at one time, when the world-honored one was staying near the city of Savatthi. At the Anathapindika monastery, in the Yetta Grove, the world-honored one only taught, avoid evil, be close to the virtuous, respect the venerable. This is the greatest blessing.
At this historically significant site, the Buddha trained thousands of young monks, later dispatching them across the world to disseminate the Dhamma, bringing well-being and happiness to many, to celestial beings. Deva, and to humanity.
Of the 871 discourses found in the four major Nikayas, 844 were spoken at JETAVANA. In the foundation of the KY Pagoda relic, there is also the Sangha area, which is the residence of the Sangha. During the Buddha's time, his disciples were very numerous, so a large area was needed to live. During the excavation process, archaeologists dug 3 meters deep and revealed many layers of ancient Indian architectural sediments, showing that this place was once a prosperous Buddhist center.
This is the ancient well within JETAVANA. It is circular in structure and has been preserved for over 26 centuries. Its water remains cool and refreshing. Visitors come to touch its water to their heads, seeking blessings of peace and serenity.
Anathapindika's choice of this site reflected his wish that the Buddha's compassion and wisdom would radiate from this sanctuary throughout JETAVANA. Nearby stands the revered Ananda Bodhi tree, considered the holiest object in JETAVANA, according to tradition, to fulfill the desire of the Savatthi residents to commune with the Buddha year-round. Ananda requested a sapling from the original Bodhi tree. The Buddha approved, and Maha Moggallana brought the sapling from Bodh Gaya. Anathapindika had the honor of planting it. The Buddha himself meditated beside the young tree that night, and ever since, the Ananda Bodhi tree has stood as a living emblem of the Buddha's enduring presence.
The Bodhi tree is the symbol of enlightenment. Thus, within JETAVANA, the Bodhi tree is venerated as a living representation of the Buddha himself. Each day, no matter which great teacher is giving a Dhamma talk, they sit around the Bodhi tree as a reminder of the Buddha's middle way. It is also here that Venerable Ananda resided.
Đây là nơi mà tôn giả Ananda đã ở tại chùa Kỳ Viêm.
During the time of the Buddha, many monks who followed him attained the fruit of arhatship. Here in a corner of the JETAVANA park, there is a tower complex, which is said to be the place of worship for the Arhat saints. For more than 2.600 years, this tower complex has remained intact and not intact with time, partly proving the impermanence of existence and death in this world.
And this is the stupa enshrining the relics of Arhat Sivali, a saint revered in the Theravada tradition as one of unsurpassed merit, second only to the Buddha himself, and surpassing all other Arahants in blessings and fortune.
The foundations of Anathapindika's mansion remain, a symbol of his societal stature and unwavering devotion. Constructed during the Kushan dynasty and restored multiple times until the 12th century CE. The site's enduring bricks reflect both architectural grandeur and spiritual generosity. Tradition holds that Anathapindika was reborn into Siddha heaven, a fruit of his profound merit.
The house foundation of the lay devotee Anathapindika lies beneath the earth at a depth of about 3 meters. Archaeologists have raised its structural outline to the surface and reconstructed it with red bricks, replicating its original subterranean form.
In Vietnamese Buddhism, he is venerated as THững, often depicted as a guardian spirit in temples. an enduring expression of gratitude from Vietnamese Buddhists toward one of the great lay disciples. Savatthi also holds the Angulimala Stupa, the cremation site of one of the most dramatic converts in Buddhist history. Born Ahimsaka, a gifted Brahmin youth of Kosala, he was manipulated by jealous peers and a suspicious teacher into believing he must kill 100 people to earn spiritual succession. Having slain 99 victims, each marked by a finger threaded into a grisly garland, he set out to murder his own mother to complete the count. But then he met the Buddha. In a moment of grace, the Tathagata's compassion transformed the would-be murderer into a seeker of truth. Renouncing violence, Ahimsaka became the monk Angulimala, meaning garland of fingers. And attained arahantship through deep meditation and remorse.
After realizing the truth and becoming a true monastic, Angulimala went into the city daily for alms. Every household he passed had lost someone, a father, mother, sibling, or relative, to his former violent past, and the anger they held was immense. Yet, seeing that he had become a sincere monk, they gradually forgave him. Still, such deep resentment was not easily extinguished. Some threw rotten eggs, others hurled tomatoes, some beat him, insulted him, or cursed him. Angulimala endured all these acts of vengeance, fully accepting the consequences of his own past misdeeds.
Angulimala's story is a testament to anatta, the doctrine of non-self, and to the transformative power of wise companionship. Environment shapes character. Even the gravest karma may be redeemed in the light of Dhamma. In Majjhima Nikaya 86, the Buddha proclaims, "Who once was heedless, but later is not, illuminates the world, like the moon freed from clouds." It was also here in Savatthi that the Buddha performed the famed twin miracle, demonstrating his supreme realization and winning over King Pasenadi amidst opposition from rival religious sects. According to the Theravada tradition, during his 7th rains retreat, the Buddha ascended to the Tavatimsa heaven to teach the Abhidhamma to his late mother, Queen Maya. Upon completing this celestial discourse, he returned once again to JETAVANA, the spiritual sanctuary he cherished. Through 25 continuous years of residence, Savatthi witnessed the unfolding of the Buddha's teachings. In Jetavana's serene groves, essential discourses were delivered, Vinaya regulations codified, and generations of monastics shaped. Here, the Buddha reflected on the future of his teaching, nurtured his foremost disciples, and contemplated the impermanence of even the Dharma.
ngày nay.
Today, pilgrims from every corner of the world tread the same paths, bowing before these sacred vestiges, not merely in reverence but in recognition of a legacy that transcends time. Once again, the voice of Ananda gently resounds, "Thus have I heard, at one time." The Blessed One was residing near Savatthi, in Anathapindika's monastery in Prince Yeta's Grove.